Managing personal debt can be a complex and overwhelming task, but with the right strategies and approach, you can regain control of your financial situation. Personal debt arises from various sources such as credit card balances, personal loans, mortgages, student loans, medical bills, and more. Effective debt management involves planning, discipline, and utilizing available resources to minimize financial strain while working towards financial independence. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Understanding personal debt. Personal debt refers to any financial obligation an individual has to repay, whether it's to a financial institution, the government, or another person. The main types of personal debt include credit card debt, one of the most common types of personal debt. High interest rates can lead to mounting debt if balances are not paid in full monthly. Personal loans, often used for consolidating debt or covering significant expenses. Interest rates can vary depending on the creditworthiness of the borrower. Student loans, education-related debt, which can be either federal or private, with varying interest rates and repayment terms. Mortgages, loans taken out to purchase a home. Typically long-term debts, often spanning 15 to 30 years. Auto loans, loans used to purchase vehicles, often with fixed terms and interest rates. Assessing your debt. To manage debt, you first need to take stock of your current situation. This involves compiling a list of all outstanding debts, including balances, interest rates, and minimum monthly payments. Here's how you can assess your debt. List all debts. Write down each debt, noting the amount owed, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. Include the due dates and any fees or penalties associated with late payments. Total debt amount. Calculate your total outstanding debt to understand the full scope of your financial obligations. Creating a debt repayment plan. The next step in managing personal debt is developing a structured repayment plan. There are two popular strategies, the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. Debt snowball method. The debt snowball method involves paying off your smallest debt first while making minimum payments on all other debts. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you move on to the next smallest debt, applying the amount you were paying to the first debt toward the next one. This method can provide quick wins and psychological boosts as you see debts disappear. Steps for the debt snowball method. List your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rate. Focus on paying off the smallest debt while maintaining minimum payments on the others. Once a debt is paid off, roll the amount you were paying into the next debt. Repeat this process until all debts are paid off. Debt avalanche method. The debt avalanche method prioritizes paying off debts with the highest interest rates first, which minimizes the total amount paid over time. This strategy is more cost-effective than the debt snowball method, but it may take longer to see visible progress. Steps for the debt avalanche method. List your debts in order of interest rate, starting with the highest. Focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate while maintaining minimum payments on the others. Once a debt is paid off, move to the next highest interest rate and repeat the process. Both methods are effective, but the choice depends on your personality and what motivates you more, seeing smaller balances disappear quickly or saving the most money in the long run. Reducing interest rates and fees. High interest rates can be a significant obstacle to debt repayment. Reducing the interest rates on your debts can make a substantial difference. Here are some strategies to reduce interest rates and fees. Negotiate with creditors. Contact your creditors to negotiate lower interest rates. If you have a good payment history, many lenders may be willing to reduce your rate. Transfer balances. Consider transferring high-interest credit card balances to a card with a lower interest rate or 0% introductory APR. Be mindful of balance transfer fees and the length of the promotional period. Consolidate debt. A personal loan with a lower interest rate can help consolidate multiple high-interest debts into one payment. This can simplify your finances and potentially save on interest. Budgeting and cutting expenses. Creating a realistic budget is a critical part of debt management. Without proper budgeting, it's easy to fall behind on payments or rack up more debt. Here are key steps to building a budget that supports debt repayment. Track your spending. For at least 1 month, track every dollar you spend. This will give you an accurate picture of where your money is going. Identify non-essential expenses. Review your spending to identify areas where you can cut back. This may include dining out, subscription services, entertainment, or shopping. Create a monthly budget. Allocate a portion of your income to necessary expenses, e.g., housing, utilities, groceries, savings, and debt repayment. Prioritize debt payments to avoid accumulating more interest. Set a spending limit. Establish spending limits for discretionary categories like entertainment and dining out. Stick to these limits to avoid overspending. Increase your income while cutting expenses is one way to manage debt. Increasing your income can accelerate the repayment process. Additional income can be used solely for paying down debt, allowing you to achieve financial freedom faster. Here are ways to increase your income. Take on a side job. Consider part-time work, freelancing, or gig economy jobs to bring in extra income. This can include driving for a ride-sharing service, tutoring, or freelance writing. Sell unused items. Declutter your home and sell unused items such as electronics, clothing, or furniture. This can provide a quick cash influx for debt repayment. Request a raise. If you've been in your current job for a while, consider asking for a raise or seeking promotion opportunities. Debt consolidation. Debt consolidation is the process of combining multiple debts into a single loan with one monthly payment. This simplifies the repayment process and can often result in a lower interest rate, especially if you consolidate high-interest credit card debt. There are several ways to consolidate debt. Personal loan. A personal loan can be used to pay off multiple debts, leaving you with one payment at a fixed interest rate. Balance transfer. As mentioned earlier, transferring high-interest credit card balances to a card with a lower rate can reduce the overall cost of debt. Home equity loan. If you own a home, you may be able to take out a home equity loan to consolidate debt. However, be cautious, as this puts your home at risk if you fail to make payments. Debt relief options. If your debt situation is severe and you're struggling to make payments, there are additional debt relief options available. These options should be considered carefully as they can have long-term consequences on your credit. Debt settlement. Debt settlement involves negotiating with creditors to pay a lump sum that is less than the total amount owed. While this can reduce your debt, it negatively impacts your credit score and may have tax implications. Credit counseling. A credit counselor can help you create a debt management plan and negotiate with creditors on your behalf. This can result in lower interest rates and waived fees. Staying out of debt. Once you've worked hard to pay off your debts, it's essential to adopt habits that prevent you from falling back into debt. Here's how to stay debt-free. Live within your means. Make a habit of spending less than you earn. Avoid lifestyle inflation and prioritize saving for future expenses rather than using credit. Use credit sparingly. Only use credit cards for purchases you can pay off in full each month. Avoid carrying a balance to prevent interest charges. Build an emergency fund. Continue growing your emergency fund to cover at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This will prevent you from relying on debt in case of an emergency. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.